Welcome back to the channel. This is my new home for some of my toys. Let's dive in. We signed the paperwork, and this, in fact, is the home for my M2 for now. Now we're gonna test fit the Audi in it real quick. All right, here we are. Unlocked. Got the beautiful epoxy floors, and it's brand spanking new. Come on now, dude. Come on now. So sick. This is fantastic. Look at this. Look at all this room back here. We brought a couple goodies from home just to try and make this place a little bit more of my own. A couple things that we picked up. A little M flag to hang from the wire on the ceiling. We got some little cleaning supplies. We got a 5-gallon jug of some 93. We got a little rack, which we got to set up in this corner. We got the baby sitting pretty today. Look at that. The Audi absolutely needs some love, but she looks pretty good with the winter setup on. Got the all seasons on the stock rims with the roof rack and the snowboard racks. We got the M2 sitting pretty right here. I've been using it as a daily for the past day or two while I store my other baby inside the garage, even though usually this is what I'll be keeping inside. I do call it a garage space, but it is technically a storage unit that is a carport. It's a 10-foot wide by 30-foot long unit, which is just enough room to fit a car, my Grom, plenty of tools, and have some space to film that's away from the elements. And I actually really like the setting outside of it if I ever need to line the cars up and do a video. I'll give you a quick overview of everything that I have in here so far over the past few weeks, day by day, package by package. I've been bringing things over and turning it into my own little spot where I'll be able to use it to mod my cars, customize them, put them up in the air, and do some true car work. That's a little bit too hard to do in the driveway at home, especially because it's slanted. Along this left wall, I've got a little bit of storage. I've got my low profile ramps back there and my taller ones up here, which I can't even use because both of these cars are now too low. Over on the right, I've got a little side panel padding to make sure that the doors never catch the actual metal. And just to get an idea, because this is not a climate controlled unit per unit, it's actually the whole entire building. It's about 50 degrees in here right now. Outside, it's about 30 degrees flat. And in the middle of the day, it can even get up into 70 in here, which is plenty perfect for what I need. Of course, paying homage to being just a big kid. There's the M2. Lined up with the M2, right where my keys go while I'm working in the shop. And then this is my little backspace where I get the work done. Of course, you need a creeper, and I have my 3-ton Daytona Harbor Freight Super Duty jack in metallic purple. On this shelf is just a couple essentials, plenty of modifications that are going to be going on both the Audi and the BMW. And if you give this a quick look up here, this may or may not be the resonator that just came out of the bottom of the M2. Stay tuned for that video. It'll be coming very soon, and she sounds freaking nasty now. Of course, I've got some car care goodies as well, and a spot to relax or hang out if I have anybody with me while we're working on cars, and the spare tires that are Michelin Pilot Super Sports that actually came on the backside of the BMW. I'm gonna be getting a second set of rims for the summer, and those will be going on that. And of course, I have to rep my 2 favorite car brands, which I do know are giant enemies. I don't care. I love both. They both make great cars that are great for different things. And finally, we just got the little workbench setup, which is nothing crazy. A couple tools and everyday items that I use for both of these cars, and some lights to make sure that I can see everything clearly, and then if I need to film anything, that it looks good on camera. And you're probably looking at me thinking, now why do you have lights set up there and there when you have lights above you? Being said that this is technically a carport storage unit, not a garage, there is nowhere to plug in lights. So I do have plenty of Milwaukee batteries, and these lights last a pretty long time, so it's perfect for what I need. And then how do the cars fit? They fit with plenty of room. I'm pulled in a couple feet in the front, and then behind the car, there's probably 12 to 15 feet almost for all of my stuff to sit. And generally, I like parking over to the side a little bit more, but for doing general maintenance and work, when you smack it right in the middle, it's plenty of room. It's got really nice floors in here, so honestly, no complaints. It's a great spot, which provides great opportunity. So in future videos, as I work on my cars and the Grom, most of the time it will be taking place in here. And yes, this is a pretty temporary solution while I'm looking for a house, but for 250 bucks a month, I figured I absolutely couldn't go wrong, and it's very close to home, so I can switch out the cars as needed. This is a really exciting next phase for the channel, and it gives me opportunity to do a lot of great mods, car work, and show you exactly how to do it the right way. Because I don't mess around, I don't like doing things the wrong way. I learned what not to do from my first few cars, and now that I have the Audi and the BMW, I'm in a comfortable spot to do some pretty serious work on my own cars at home and explain exactly how to do it to you guys. So let me know in the comments down below what you think of the little shop, or if there's anything that you think I should add that would be a great addition on top of what I've got going so far. But make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay tuned as we build, mod, and maintain both the new M2 and my old faithful Audi A4. As always, appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace.